beer. Make sure it's draft. It's one of the best beers in the world for me. I'm sure most of you won't agree, but you know, oh well, I love it. I think it's the best beer in the world. Absolutely delicious. Yes, use the wet towel before you eat. It's always nice. And don't mistake it for sushi like I did once. Well, you can't come to Japan and not try out the smoked eel. I mean, usually I wouldn't eat eel purely because you can only find it in jelly form in the UK, and that sounds dubious to me, to be honest. I've never tried it. So, we ordered tempura prawns. They're so delicious. Have to try the soup. It's crazy good. The smoked sticky eel, of course, over the rice. Honestly, the amount of times I've watched Japan travel videos and I saw people eat that and I was like, nah, no fucking way am I eating that. But now watch me eat it. The pickled red cabbage goes well with the soup and the sauce. So that's a must try, obviously. So now we finished that. It was absolutely delicious. Just a quick trip to the supermarket to eat some delicious flowers, as you do. Now it's actually amazing what you can find in some of these supermarkets. Things you've never thought of in your entire life. For all those thinking the train stations are packed, here's proof that they're not. Just between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. mostly, I found that they're very packed. So today we're in Tokyo, Setagaya city, Shimo-kitazawa. So we're searching for the outdoor second-hand market. So we haven't been here before. So it looks like there are loads of used clothing shops, grocery stores and cafes down the road. So that's all good. I'll be visiting those. This is a small but packed second-hand outdoor market, and many sellers have vintage items, clothings and so on, but also a mixture of handmade items. Anything you can think of you can find. Not so packed as I would imagine they would have been. There are loads of tourists here, so prices are quite high, especially for used Levi's and Carhartt jeans. You can find designer gear, but you have to search through them. I was obviously looking for a pair of Evisu jeans because I'm always looking for those and I can never seem to find a pair. So I actually spotted this interesting Adidas bag, which this bloke picked up and I thought he was going to buy. It was about £26 and I thought it was quite expensive. This Lacoste jumper was almost £80. Vintage piece, but still too expensive. The Balenciaga glasses, 32,000 yen, so about £161. I thought they're a little bit expensive for my liking, but don't be afraid here. The designer gears are actually all real. You very rarely, I reckon there's a 1% chance you may find like an item that might not be authentic. How much? 32,000 yen. Thank you.
Yeah, Insta follow.
Insta?
Yes, follow the temper.
Ah, okay. I'll take a photo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Nice.
Gas mask. Gas mask back.
Gas mask. Okay, yes. I have a bigger one, like, you know, like a big gas mask, long one. Japan is well known for its second-hand and used clothing stores. You can find all sort of items if you have time to search. Don't expect cheap prices. The quality of the items varies quite a lot, with smaller stores having a lower quality than the main bigger stores. So be careful on that one. This Tommy Hilfiger jacket was £40. I thought that was quite expensive, to be honest, considering in TK Maxx you could probably find them for about £60 or £80, brand new.
Woke up today, smile on my face, may not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace, made some mistakes, but learned a few things.
This is the Desert Snow second-hand vintage store. I've been also looking for a denim jacket with a white collar, but I haven't any luck so far. This one was £31. Wasn't a bad price, it wasn't from Levi's, but just too short for me. This store loved the 11,000 yen price. The price tag on almost every item was 11,000 yen, so that's about £57.89. Like I said, not cheap. Most store owners will be fine if you film, I like to ask because it's polite. You know, there are signs on the buildings that show you can't film or you can film or take photos in some stores, but this is not all over the place. I am searching for a pair of Evisu jeans, the Japanese version, because the European ones are much lighter on the denim, so quite hard to find, especially in my size, like a 32 or a 33. I will be posting a video of a Japanese mall later on and visit the Evisu store, the actual Evisu store in Tokyo, so you can see that in another video, but I warn you now, the prices are not cheap. No luck finding anything I was looking for, but as always, a great selection of American college and sports clothing, like the hockey tops. They're always worth a good look at, to be honest, because they're quite nice and they come in oversized sizes. Sarata Hiko coffee. Seen this cafe on TikTok and I wasn't disappointed, to be honest. We kind of liked it and we ordered a matcha coffee with ice cream, pretty much like a milkshake, but in Japan matcha is matcha. It's not like your average green tea.
Nice.
Disguised as matcha. There are so many coffee shops on this road and people are dressed differently here, so don't expect it to be anything like Tokyo inside the city center where everyone's like dressed a bit normal. Here I think they're expressing themselves. So here we are heading to the cat temple known as Gotokuji temple. But this area is quite different. It's fascinating how it blends the old with the new. Seems like it's a good area for families. Quiet neighborhood, so quiet, and has some amazing houses. The temple is located in Setagaya, which is in Tokyo. It's a very special place for cat lovers, although only one cat appeared like a real cat. So in reality, it's just filled with plastic cats. And I'll explain why. The legend has it that Lee Naotara escaped an unexpected thunderstorm in the early 17th century because he was invited to the temple by a cat. To show his gratitude to the cat, Naotaka decided to dedicate the temple to the Lee clan. Basically, the Lee clan is the family that brought the temple its fortune. Admission is free. You can get here by taking the Setagama light rail from Shibuya Station to Miyanosaka Station. It's a 5-minute walk to the temple. Google says that a beckoning cat is said to have the power to grant a wish. So, come here and get your wishes granted. So since then, because it's said that it brings good luck, the temple has been filled with lucky cats. Plastic cats, obviously, but there are loads of them. The figurines donated by worshippers, symbolizing the cat's enduring legacy of good luck, are actually filling up the place quite nice. I wonder what it looked like in about 100 years' time. The Rarasand Art Gallery Cafe, a 3-minute walk. They offer a variety of pastries, mostly in some sort of form of a cat or other animals. Not something wow, but still worth a try. It's like a pancake filled with chocolate, Nutella, or any other sort of cream. Think of them as goodies for the heart. Be careful not to get burnt. A short walk later, we went exploring a few of the many second hands. We are at Recycled Tiefana, designer shops that you can find along the way. Straight in, a Burberry jumper and a waistcoat. A Burberry Mac, 29,800 yen, so that's £156. A Hot Wheels Adidas collab at £46 and 24p. A few designer outfits like this Easy Miyake, again £156. And this older Burberry Mac at about £50. Really good condition, quite retro, but still nice. We've been looking for one for her, but this one was men's sadly, so we didn't buy it. You can find North Face here in abundance, and the usual handbags from Coach and Gucci. £156 at Gucci. I think they like this price, to be honest. I noticed in a few shops they tend to have a selection of designer items, all marked at the same price. The red Gucci bag was £360, however. Once again, Burberry bags priced at £156. Second Street, as you well know, is one of the biggest chains of designer second-hand, and of course found in Japan and United States. Here you can really find many items at good prices. New Balance and Jordans dominate here, but it's a gem of a store, to be honest. Look at this Balenciaga waistcoat. Where else could you find something like this? And for £393 it could be yours, provided your boobs are small. These Adidas Gucci were also about £420. The Second Street stores have many floors, so be prepared to spend hours in there. All floors are specific to men, ladies, items, etc. Like I said, Jordans dominate here, but if you're looking for a pair, there's a 95% chance you can find it, including some which are hard to find. These ones here, expensive, £269. Wow. Off-white Nikes here, didn't even check the prices on those, but these yellow ones are £156, so I assume all of them are probably the same price. Air Force Ones with Off-White collab. Here, £183.40. The Sakai collab, £200. And whatever monstrous collab these were, again, £156. What I mostly like about Second Street stores is that here is the place you can find rare items and collab items like Supreme and Gucci, Nike and Off-White or Adidas Gucci, and some items which are not available in Europe. Obviously Yeezys are here, and actually price pretty decent depending on the size. Obviously those were £83, but as new almost, so the quality and the look of the shoes are very good in these places, so don't be afraid to look at them because they're almost new. They look like new. Yeezys will probably be cheaper on eBay, but at least you can try them on in here. I kind of like these Yeezys. I know most people don't, and they always cuss them and they think they're ugly, but I actually think they look nice, and I tried to see if they actually were any good for her. She tried them on, but were just too big. So I know they do come up wide because I had a pair of these before and I actually sold them. Now I gotta be honest, when these came out I hated them, and I looked at them and I thought, whoa, what is, they're ugly. But in reality, after I saw them, I actually thought they were pretty nice, and I tried them on and they really look good and they fit so comfortable. But you know, they were only £51, and unfortunately they were just too small for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave us a like and don't forget to subscribe here. See you next time. Thanks for watching.